Food poisoning. Nobody wants to deal with it, and there's no good time to deal with it, but I have learned that one of the best treatment options is the right homeopathic medicine. So I've always been hesitant to do videos about specific homeopathic remedies because one, I think it does an injustice to homeopathy and the prescribers and the practitioners who've been trained, because there may be 100 or more remedies for vomiting or 980 remedies for diarrhea. So it's not that a specific remedy is for something, like in Western medicine where they match the medication to the symptom. That's not how homeopathy works. Yet, I'm going to speak out of both sides of my mouth here when I say that there are some remedies that are particularly indicated for certain conditions and maybe the top go-tos. So if the homeopathic remedy doesn't work, it means that that was not the specific medicine for you at that time with your particular contributing symptoms and overall case. With that said, if you are struggling with food poisoning or that cramping, nausea, vomiting, fever, chills, I want to share the top 2 remedies that I have found to be most effective with patients. So of course, consult your medical professional. If you are dehydrated or have had food poisoning for multiple days, then you definitely need to seek medical care. This is simply for educational purposes. So on that note, the 2 remedies are Nux vomica, Nux vomica, and Arsenicum album. So these 2 remedies have similarities that anybody with food poisoning may experience. You know, think about it. Chills, fever, vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, pain. Nux vomica is going to come more into play for people who may experience more nausea, or maybe they experience their symptoms that are worse in the morning after waking, or maybe it even wakes them. They tend to be a little more irritable or impatient or overly sensitive to sounds, smells, light, people, anything. And often this may be, I hate to even say this and have people abuse alcohol and use this as a backup, but this can be an amazing hangover remedy because it's indicated for overindulgence. So too much of anything, too much of a good time and not enough sleep, too much medication or drugs or alcohol or loud music. I mean, it can be anything of an overindulgence. Arsenicum album comes into play for those people who may notice more of the burning, cramping sensation. They may be really chilled and want to be bundled up with heat. They may notice vomiting and diarrhea at the same time. That's not fun at all. Hopefully you are not experiencing that. They may notice symptoms are worse overnight, so after midnight or throughout the night, and they may be more prone to anxiety or fear, like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna die? I need somebody around. I need your consoling words to make sure I'm gonna be okay. And they might be restless, pacing, fidgety, can't find a comfortable position. And what I have patients do is I have them take either or, depending on their specific symptoms, 3 pellets, these little pellets. These are the ones that can be bought in the stores or from my wholesale supplier. I can post it below if you're interested. Otherwise, we do make them in office and patients can pick them up or ship them, but you can take a few pellets immediately under your tongue. Especially with arsenicum, some people are even taking little sips of water because they're thirsty, and then they notice, boom, the second it hits the stomach, it comes back up. So maybe just dissolve 1 or 2 pellets under your tongue if your body can handle that, and then try a few doses over the course of 15 to 30 minutes. If it's helping, keep taking it as needed. If it's not, try the other remedy and see what happens. And then of course, stay hydrated. I have a few hydration videos, more info on our social media pages for some hydration ideas, but be sure to stay hydrated. And like I said, if your symptoms get worse, be sure to seek medical advice so you don't run into trouble. Let me know if you try these and how you do with them.